Okay, so good night, good night. So I understand some people want to see some more maybe microscopic examination, or maybe I don't know, other stuff from this experiment that is still ongoing. So I would say, first of all, some experiments are long lasting. We had again the Colossi experiment, which was somewhat similar to this one, but it was even more artistic and more elaborate, and it was, I think, it was conducted during maybe May or June. We had like 3 containers, both with like magnets, like with this kind of magnets, and they were even more artistically, elaborated, like with like colossi, like all sorts of things that symbolize the scenes from both Venus and Earth. I lament the fact that I don't have it, but I don't have room in this. I don't have place for. So mostly, the bigger kind of like constructions are just, I don't keep it. I just throw it to the garbage or disassemble it and use it as parts for other things. I don't have place for this stuff. And this is a shame, but it's part of the, I'm incarcerated. What can you do? This is my life. This is everything that I have, and I don't have room for big constructions. Anyway, so it was connected for electrolysis for 1 week, and it was very interesting. And regarding the microscopic examination, listen, there are hundreds of these in this channel, so just watch the older ones. They are very interesting, and I do not share your enthusiasm like for like fresh things or new things. Everything is relatively new because it's just from the last year, so it's all interesting. And you know very well that I don't fake anything, and I don't have the inclination to fake anything, and I don't have the ability or the knowledge of how to fake stuff. It's all real. Everything in this channel is real. Having said, maybe I will text today or tomorrow some more microscopic examination from this stuff, just to please the audience. But it's not my main concern. When I take microscopic examination, it's mostly when I suspect that there was some change, so like time was passed or some things like that, and not just take more or like after if it was in the ecosystem pathway, I take regular examination like once a month or once every 2 weeks to see that everything is like something incredibly bad didn't happen. But I threw it, most of it I threw it away. I had much more ecosystems, and I burned everything because I didn't want the scripts to take it. So what I have now is mostly what I have in this container. This is the biggest one, and also I've all sorts of like trash containers like this. This actually, this experiment is actually based on trash. Like it's not. I didn't take stuff from the metal container. It was based on 2 containers that are mostly contain trash. But the trash is really actually, even the trash is contains tremendous amount of life forms and robots, and even the trash containers are they have quite a bit of very interesting stuff, as you can see in these, as you've already watched and in these 2 experiments. And I have several others containers with trash, and they might be very interesting as well. Actually, the content of this metal container is probably now changed significantly because of these experiments indirectly, maybe in a very interesting way. So what happened is that for this experiment I used, this is not the cover for this one. As you see, it's bigger. It's not the same. It's not the cover. This is the cover for this one. This one, the metal lid was used about months ago for another experiment, and it contained mostly trash, and it was covered with aluminum foil and was stored here. in this cabinet. You see another one. I have another one that was used. It also contains a lot of trash and probably very interesting. Again, the trash is also, even what I consider trash is, I mean, it's probably contains trillions of robots and life forms. So, but I wanted to have the same mixture. I mean, for both, like in both containers. So I took everything that was inside of this container, like in the cover, and I just placed it inside the metal ones. And what actually was mostly there was tremendous amount of mold. I don't know if carbon-based mold or alien mold, because we've seen both in this channel. And so I've taken all the mold, like, and all the hard stuff, like all the oil, you know, the hard and the oil that probably contains a tremendous amount of robots, and placed it inside of the metal container. And then I took some of the parts from here and put it here, and also diluted it with oil, with water and pee. Just, I mean, so it will be more conductive. But I mean, what we actually have done is, besides, I mean, creating this experiment, is that we insert a tremendous amount of life forms. I'm not sure if carbon-based or alien or both, to the main alien mixture. And from experience, it shouldn't be a problem. Like, I mean, on the contrary, it's actually, it was proven many times that they actually like it very much, the robots. I mean, from the robot perspective, this is great. Like, in the past, I thought, I mean, like in the first couple of months of this channel, I thought, like, I mean, that the Neros, the robots, should be kept like in a sterile environment, but very quickly understood that there is no, I mean, unless it's part of an experiment, if it's not like needed. On the contrary, for ecosystem experiments that are long lasting, actually introducing all sorts of like mold and life forms and germs, both synthetic and carbon-based, to the robots is fine, because mostly they use it as, either they eat it or they use it as pets, like they kill them, they zombify them, they do tremendous amount of stuff with them that is actually very interesting. So what we actually achieved, I mean, indirectly, is that the main, like the alien container is now maybe more interesting, and this actually deserves a microscopic examination. But I would say this will be more interesting like in a week or so, because it takes some time for them, you know, to incorporate all the stuff into the ecosystem and to do whatever they want with it. Let's show you how it looks. Yeah, so you already see that the mold is kind of like it's starting to be nice. So you see the mold is slowly sinking, because I didn't mix it. So the mold is slowly sinking into the oil and pee mixture. This is still dry. It looks like that. I mean, originally, I mean, when I took it out of the container, two or 3 days ago, it looked like that. So it's still dry, but mostly it's wet, which means that it's slowly mixing with the other stuff. It's not completely airtight, and you see that this piece of cloth, I mean, I placed it there just so it won't be completely airtight. It smells, I mean, it's not the best smell in the world. I mean, if you wonder, I mean, no, it's not like roses and berries. So maybe you keep it relatively close, but it should be interesting to take microscopic examination after some time. I mean, so like that, it's close but not airtight, which is fine, like from my perspective, because I want it not to be completely airtight. So we might take a microscopic examination of these things, but I'm not sure that right now it's the best time. Maybe in a couple of days it will be more interesting. So that's the agenda. Although I should have like searched for a low voltage component to connect in serial to this. I'm just of laziness, I didn't do it, but it might be, I might be able to do it, like, I mean, just by disassembling, or like find some electronic gadget here in this room, and because all sort of stuff that I have, like they should contain, maybe consist of like a LED, like a very small LED or something like that, all sort of like electronic junk, and so it's possible to get one which is require very low voltage and could be connected to this circuit, like to prove that actually we have some flow. So I might do it today or tomorrow. So I mean, this is the agenda. This is the agenda, and for now, that will be all for now, I guess.